on this very sad occasion. I must say it's a delight to see Peter Johnson, former member of the House of Assembly, the Right Honourable Peter Johnson, and Julie here, friends some time before through Long Sepik. Thank you, Peter and Julie. David Andrew de Berigny was my dearest friend, and somewhat benign, though roguish adventurer, yet a gentleman to boot. Fervent of spirit, kind and gracious in heart, while cultivating a remarkable and lively sense of humour. Not unlike God's chosen people, his weary wanderings are now over and the promised rest attained. David, born in Melbourne in 1936, was educated in Sydney at St Ignatius College, Riverview. After leaving school, he worked in Papua New Guinea on plantations, and after a time, circumnavigating the globe, living on his wits, worked for the Department of Health in PNG for 18 years. In the 1970s, he returned to Sydney and qualified as a teacher librarian, subsequently working in high schools for the New South Wales Department of Education and resident in Newtown, Sydney. So a lot of these factors I'm about to speak about. Mr. Peter Johnson and I share that very strongly with David, and as I say, it's just a delight to see Peter here. I first met David 44 years ago in Angoram, on the banks of the mighty Sepik River in PNG. Angoram could then best be described as a wild frontier town of the East Sepik district, somewhat reminiscent of the American Wild West. Here one found mosquito-infected tiger country, or more to the point, crocodile swamps where old-time crocodile hunters, trailers of skins for the fashion houses of Paris and New York, artifact collectors, kiosks and government officials, entrepreneurs of one motley kind or another, commingled with missionaries, teachers, anthropologists, philosophers, and mere opportunists. A rich assortment of characters with the appearance of an occasional femme fatale. David was then working for the Public Health Department, as Peter has told us. His battle was against the furtive Anopheles mosquito, bringing the deadly parasite of malaria and death throughout the Sepik region. I was a young KIP, or government patrol officer, endeavouring to maintain law and order among such a small, rambunctious community, who in becoming the love of his life, gladly reshaped his debonair spirit and occasional impulsive proclivities. At the same time, as a journalist in her own right, Debbie helped to guide the fiery oratorical skills of the Highlands leader of the government opposition, Sir Tay Arbel, as his press secretary. So they were a formidable team in those days, as we all were, I feel. After returning to Sydney, David set his mind to education and an honours degree in history at the Wollongong University, and then worked as a teacher librarian until retiring in 2005. His favourite word then became legitimacy, which peppered many a philosophical discourse. In a life of 77 years, you might imagine there is so much more to say. We may have an opportunity to speak about this later on. I have to cut my eulogy at the moment. But what is the legacy? David was fond of regaling us with his father's traditional caution, flowing from Tom Brown's school days, and I might like to tell you what that was later on. But to Andre, Emmanuel and David Augustus, I offer you this comfort and suggest these memories are a precious legacy of your father, his strength and his love and concern for you both. I pray that in the Almighty's care you will know his solace, and that such memories will keep your father close. Indeed, David never gave up appealing to me to cross the Tiber, John, as he quaintly put it in many an afterthought. My last gesture was to send with Christmas wishes a refurbished and ancient copy of a youthful David on patrol in the grass country of the Sepik, together with a copy of the film Walk into Paradise, made in 1955, featuring Chips Rafferty and my own hero, Freddie Card, a late district commissioner, among 5,000 Highland warriors. It tells the story of a patrol verifying the discovery of oil in Paradise Valley, beyond the headwaters of the CB River. My last communication from my own mate arrived on Monday of this week, consisting of copies of his annals, Catholic journals, which he often shared with me in the hope, I am sure, of trying to gain my conversion to the Catholic faith, and the last of many kindnesses over the years of a staunch friendship. His latest Christmas annals contain the beautiful prayer of John Henry Cardinal Newman, showing a most suitable epitaph for my old CPIC 1 talk. Christ the Good Shepherd. Blessed are they who give the flower of their days and their strength of soul and body to him. Blessed are they who in their youth turn to him, who gave his life for them. Blessed are they who resolve, come good, come evil, come sunshine, come tempest, come honour, come dishonour, that he shall be their Lord and Master, their King and God. They will come to a perfect end and to peace at the last. Rest eternal granted to him, O Lord, and let light perpetual shine upon him. Amen.